Want to head back down to the courthouse in Lower Manhattan. Our Kate Rooney now has a new statement, not only from the district attorney, I believe, or the prosecutors, Kate, but also from Sam Bankman-Fried's family, whom you tried to get on camera to respond, but at least they are through a statement.
That's right, Scott. We didn't get a non-camera statement, but we have a statement from the family. I do want to start with U.S. Attorney Damian Williams on the sentencing of Sam Bankman-Fried. He says here Samuel Bankman-Fried orchestrated one of the largest financial frauds in history, stealing over $8 billion of his customers' money. His deliberate and ongoing lies demonstrated a brazen disregard for customers' expectations and disrespect for the rule of law, all this so that he could secretly use his customers' money to expand his own power and influence. The scale of his crimes is measured not just by the amount of money that was stolen, but the extraordinary harm caused to victims here. It's a pretty long statement, but that's the crux of it. He says, again, it's an important message to others who might be tempted to engage in financial crimes, and that justice will be swift and the consequences will be severe. And then, Scott, as I mentioned, the statement from Bankman-Fried's family is brief. We are heartbroken and will continue to fight for our son. That's from a spokesperson for the family, Scott. But that is the latest here. And I'll send it back to you. We also, I think, are going to bring in Mackenzie.
I understand you have Mackenzie Sigalos with you as well.
You do, we do. We'll zoom out here.
We can broaden the shot out so we can see Mackenzie, of course, who covers all of this for CNBC.com. And you can give us some color from inside the courtroom.
Yeah, so it's just up there. You had his parents in the front row, Sam Bankman-Fried, and both parents looking pretty stoic. It seemed as though they were braced for this outcome. 25 years, right in line with what a lot of former federal prosecutors were saying. The judge is a no-nonsense, veteran of the Southern District of New York. He said that Sam Bankman-Fried in his statement today showed no remorse. It was a continuation of blaming others for things that went wrong. Today, Sam pointed to the bankruptcy estate as being a bad actor and the reason that customers of the exchange were not made whole. He said that the money has always been there and continues to be there. And that goes to a larger narrative that came up during the sentencing where Judge Kaplan said, I can name at least 3 times. And he gave 3 examples of when Sam perjured himself on the stand during his trial in October. He said that today's statement was an extension of that. Again, still not accepting blame for his role in all this.
Mackenzie, can you give us an idea of maybe the emotional temperature in the courtroom as that sentence was read, both from Sam Bankman-Fried himself, but also his parents?
It's really his mom who showed the most emotion today. You saw her jaw quivering for the duration of the roughly 2-hour sentencing hearing. She would often, at times when the conversation was escalated, look out the window, look around the 26th floor. You can oversee the Manhattan skyline almost as an escape from the deliberations. Her husband seated right next to her, just completely folded over. Just parents who are really devastated by seeing what's happened to their son here. They've stood by him. They have been, at least when I covered this trial, they were in that courtroom every single day, standing by their son. Sam, no reaction. He really has just been stoic throughout the proceedings when he was found guilty of all charges. After 3 hours of deliberation, same reaction as today when he found out that he faces 25 years in prison.
And Mackenzie, I wonder, too, we've been covering this from the get-go. Put in context kind of the scale and what this means for the cryptocurrency industry. It's hard to understate how significant Bankman-Fried was, whether it was Washington or just his influence on the overall industry. Put that in perspective from, covering this for about a year now. What's your take on the long-term impact of this criminal fraud trial?
I mean, it's such a great question. You and I both have been covering this. We've been covering the implosion of Binance's status in the United States. Changpeng Zhao faces sentencing next month. I think it goes to this larger narrative that, the bad actors are being washed out. Meanwhile, major titans of Wall Street, asset managers like BlackRock are entering the space, bringing some of that TradFi legitimacy to, what was once seen as more of a rogue sector. And I actually think it's been a good thing seeing this washout. And just earlier this week, Do Kwon, another CEO being tried in this courtroom just behind us, also, being put, before a panel.
It's fascinating to see some of the washout in the fraud and crime, really, in this space. It was fascinating, too, to hear the defense say, this is not, or the prosecution, rather, say this is a simple case of fraud and crime, not necessarily anything to do with cryptocurrency. Really interesting today, the color from inside the courtroom, too. I wonder, based on the lead up to this seems to be in line with what folks were expecting. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, absolutely. So the government wanted 40 to 50 years. The defense was trying to make the case that he should see a max sentence of 6.5 years because the bankruptcy estate said that they were looking to make all customers whole. They were feeling pretty confident in that. And the judge said, hey, it doesn't matter if in the last 17 months the estate of FTX has been able to piece back together billions of dollars. At the end of the day, as you said, Kate, great point. It's just basic fraud. $8 billion of customer money was stolen and misappropriated.
I thought that dynamic was fascinating. The blame on Sullivan and Cromwell and the bankruptcy team. You heard really them, at least John Ray, who's the new CEO of FTX, say it was a metaphorical dumpster fire, what he took over. So some colorful language there. But Scott, I think we're going to send it back over to you.
All right. Appreciate that very much. Mackenzie, thank you. Kate Rooney, to you as well. We'll come back, of course, as we need to do that.